Hey guys, it's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary, and I want to show you guys how I was able to get started as a notary signing agent making $10,000 a month. When I first got started in 2015, I had no idea how lucrative this business was. So much so that I was able to quit my full-time job in 2016. Over the next few years, I've had so many successes and failures that I took all of them and bundled them up into a training program just for you. The training is available at notarytonotary.com, and there are two programs that you can register for: the Notary Signing Agent Training and the e-Notary Training. Make sure that your state licenses e-notaries before you register for that training. Once you register, you'll have instant access to the online training platform, as well as access to our live weekly interactive webinars with replay capabilities. Ready to get started? Register today at notarytonotary.com. Until then, happy signing! What's up, what's up, what's up? Guys, I gotta tell y'all something. I have to tell y'all something. Okay. Are you ready for me to tell you what I have to tell you? Are you guys awake? It's 3 o'clock and it's Friday. Are y'all at work? What are y'all doing? Hey, Tia. Oh, I got a bunch of new Google business reviews. Look at me getting back into the field. I was trying to respond to this. It's just really working my nerves. Hold on. 1 second. It's a signing that canceled. Well, notary canceled. We are working to find a replacement and we'll let you know within the next 20 minutes. I have to tell y'all something. This is not a nice conversation. This is I don't want to say mean. This is a, what's the word? This is a be honest conversation. Hey, Laura. This is I'm going to be honest conversation. And I can honestly say I'm a little fired up. And that being said, I have 2 problems with on-time notary right now. Two problems. But it's okay because I will find the solution. I will find the solution. All right, so let me tell y'all something. So two things. First, I titled this live, "It Is That Easy," okay? And the reason why I said that is because I was live on Instagram and there was a comment, but it's not the first time I've heard it. I've heard it so many times, it doesn't even, so it was like something like along the lines, I guess it's only that easy when you have work. I forgot what it was, but basically, and I've seen people just say, well, it's not easy. It's hard to build a six. How many of you guys feel like that? It's hard to build a successful notary signing agent business. I'm curious. How many people feel like it's hard? You feel like it's hard? Do you? Honestly. Can you honestly say deep down in your soul, like you feel like it's hard to build a successful notary signing agent business? Or do you feel like it's easy? What's your opinion? So my opinion is it's easy. And the reason why I say that is, I don't know, maybe I have an attitude today. That could be it, because I'm not perfect. Maybe I have an attitude. But you know what? I have coaches and I have counselors, and they all say that people say I tend to be mean in terms of I don't really tolerate excuses. I don't really I'm not a person that's going to, hold your hand and walk you through your foolishness. You can be foolish, but let's call it what it is. Let's just say we're being foolish. Don't try to sugarcoat it and say, oh, woe is me. That's not me. I'm the kind of person that's like, I can't sit around and say, oh, my clothes don't fit and I'm gaining weight, but I'm not working out and I'm not eating healthy. It's my fault. Like, own that. But we so quick to try to blame other people for not being successful at whatever it is we're trying to do, when really it's your fault. And so for that reason, stop calling me. Okay. Let me call the signers. For that reason, it's like, oh my God, my phone rings one more time. It's okay. It's been a very busy day. Okay. And so, for that reason, I feel like we create our own results. Like, and so when people say the comment of, I never said it's not a lot of work. I said, was it easy? Okay. And so my response was, it's easy to me because it depends. I guess it's like what you have to compare it to. You know, I used to do a lot of physical labor jobs. You know, like I used to be work as a contractor. I guess we call it a contractor, where I was cleaning out gutters and painting houses and pulling up and laying down mulch and landscaping. You know, I don't know if y'all ever landscaped in 100-degree weather. It's not fun. I can tell you right now, being on a roof, and it might feel like 85 high, like maybe 89 on the ground. How many of y'all have ever been on a roof? Okay, it's like 10 times hotter on the roof. That's hot. Okay, that's hard. You know, going on a website and typing in your name and your information, uploading documents, that's not hard. Sending emails, that's not hard. Reading paperwork, that's not hard to me in comparison. Okay. Watching training videos, that's not hard. What else do we do? Driving to appointments. Yeah, all this, like, to me is not hard. Now, maybe if you say like cold calling, I can give you that, you know, but cold calling is an emotional thing, right? It's like it's an internal stressor, you know? So I'll give you that. If you're cold calling, I'll give you that. That might be hard, but half y'all don't even cold calling. Like, y'all complaining about it's hard. Well, it's hard. I'm so mad right now. I probably should. I had a long day and it's only 3:00. And so for me, it's just like where I'm at right now. If you want me to be nice, I'm not going to be nice. Where I'm at right now is like, stop making excuses. Like, you're literally making excuses. Like, just, and then complain about it. Just say, oh, I'm not successful, but that's because I don't put the time in and I don't put the effort in, not because it's hard. Like, don't do that. Don't say, oh, well, I want to be a signing agent and I really want to do it, but I'm not getting phone calls. You're not calling nobody. You don't email. You not work. You're not doing it. Don't do that. Just say I'm not successful because I don't have the time to commit to it. Or I'm not successful because I'm doing other stuff. Or, you know, I don't really feel like typing in things. Don't try to make it look like it's hard. Like, you know, like, boy, I can tell you it's hard. You want to come and pull up some mulch? How many of y'all ever pulled some mulch up in the heat? I remember I did this house one time. I'm not even lying. He had so much like land, honey, and it was snakes in there. Listen, I remember my body was physically drained. And when I went to bed, like when I went home, my body would not move. It was just like I laid down, and when I was trying to wake up, I could not believe it. I was that exhausted because the property was so big, but we had to get this job done. And it was my company, it was me, my husband's company, and it was like we had to get it done. And I remember this just being like, it was the worst as far as the hardest job I had ever done. Okay? The hardest job I had ever done. That's hard. Okay? That's hard. Getting a list of 50 companies and typing in information in all 50 and not 5 because you didn't feel like it, that's not hard. I don't understand. But I guess it's another thing to compare it to. And that's why I say it goes back to what you have to compare it to. So let's say if all of your jobs were always like cashiers. Is that an easy job? Kinda, unless you gotta do stocking maybe. Or maybe you have like a desk job that you're just answering phone calls, not much brain work. I'm just trying to think of jobs that are really simple. Like maybe a lifeguard is that hard? No, it might be a little stressful. I don't know. When you sit there most of the time if someone's drowning, that might be a little hard. But I don't know. All the jobs I've had, for the most part, like even being a server, like that was no joke. Like that was one of the worst. I honestly can say that contracting was the worst as far as hard. And so it's what you compare it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and then I don't know. I just made me mad. People made me mad. Y'all done made it at you. People make me mad. I don't like people make excuses. And then, so this is me all day. Okay. If you ask me to help you, if you say, hey, Vanessa, can you coach me? Vanessa, can you help me? Vanessa, can you teach me? That doesn't mean I'm going to do it for you. That means I'm going to tell you what to do. It's called coaching. When your kids go to football and there's a coach on the sideline, the coach is not running down the field for them. The coach is saying, okay, hit these 20 laps. Okay, catch this ball, do this. I'm not going to do it for you. And so a lot of people, they missing that part. And so they like, I don't know, because when you go work your job and your manager tell you to do something, you do that. I'm so confusion. But then they get into this, and I'm pretty sure it's not the only time that this has happened. It's not the only business that you've got into and it didn't work, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Okay. And so let's break it down. Okay. That's what I was gonna say. And I was like, y'all not gonna like me, but some of y'all lazy. Okay. Now we all got a little lazy in us. Okay. And so we all got a little lazy. Because if we didn't have a little lazy, little procrastination, we all be fit, physically fit. We all have wonderful relationships. We all would have success. Because we would make sure we got it done, right? So we all got a little lazy. Some of y'all got a whole lot of lazy. Okay, some of y'all got a whole lot of lazy, and that's why you're not successful. Like I was telling, and it's not. And like for me, I was just talking to my friend. She was like, well, Vanessa, you kind of go crazy with it. I said, you don't even have to go as crazy as I go. You could just go like, if I'm going 150, just go 60. Some of y'all like at 10%. Like, what are you doing? And they're going to say, well, it don't work. You don't work. It's not that it don't work. You don't work. Like, you don't work. Like, what is that? And then be looking crazy like, oh, I'm not making no money. You don't work. You can't have a business and don't work and make money. You can be an employee and don't work and make money, because people might not. How many of y'all have had jobs that you clocked in every day and you probably out of your 8 hours work like 2? You can do that as an employee if your manager doesn't catch you. But when you are your business and you're owning a company, if you don't work, you don't eat. And it's like some of y'all are taking this employee mindset into your business, and that's why you're not making no money. And it's not that it's hard. It's that, one, you're not working. 2, like, it's okay. So 1, you're not working, right? It's not hard. It's not hard. I say it's easy in comparison to what I've done to make money, right? And so in comparison to that, it's easy to me. I never said it wasn't work. It is work. Y'all see me? I'm always working. I never said it wasn't work. I just said it was easy work. Like there's a lot of hard work out there. Like there's a whole lot of hard work. You know what I mean? Like the people who have social media channel, like this full-time YouTubers, right? In comparison, it's not as hard, but it's like it's mentally, like you gotta think, But doing that to me is easier than cleaning gutters all day or pressure washing. How many of y'all pressure wash houses? Okay, I did. That was a lot. Okay, it's easier than that. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, y'all stress me out. Not everybody. It's just some people. And I guess and I think it's just, when it kind of makes me mad. Y'all probably just shouldn't. She probably shouldn't talk to me today. It makes me mad when people complain on days when I'm like really grinding. Like when I'm in grind mode, I'm in hustle mode, and I'm like, ding, ding, ding. And my thing is, it's comparison. Like, I'm moving like 5 projects at one time. And you had one job. And you got one job. And you trying to build a notary business. And you like, but it's so hard. You know? I always say, like, when stuff is hard in my life, because like I have a lot of projects right now, and it's a lot on my plate. I know that if someone like Oprah or Jeff Bezos or just not even that big, if they people that I know that are really, if they had what I had on my plate, they'll be like, I got this, sis. Why? Because they've mastered it. They know how to do like 3 and 4 projects at a time. That's how people like Mark Cuban have like 160 companies that he manages, because he's gotten better over time. And so it's like, so it doesn't stress me out. It motivates me, because it's like, okay, in my mind, it's like, yo, if the late Steve Jobs, right? If he had all this on his plate, how would he do it? You know, I know that I'm missing something, right? Because if he was doing what all the projects I had, I bet you he would have this like smooth sailing, right? Because he's mastered those systems. And so I know that this is a lot for me, because I haven't mastered the systems yet. I need to increase. I need to learn, right? I'm not walking around saying, oh, this is hard. It's not hard. I just need to learn how to do it. I'm not complaining. It's like, okay, let me figure it out. And some of y'all just sit back and you like, oh, it doesn't work. Vanessa, fix it. No, get up. Like, I tell you right, and I'm be completely honest. I can tell people when they call me or they email, I can just tell by the way they talk that they a lazy one. No shade. I love y'all. They a lazy one. I can tell by the questions they ask. You know, I can tell, and some, it's like the way they deliver it. You know, and I can tell from the people who like really are like actively trying. You know what I mean? Like they're actively trying, and they're really, you know, but they're not looking for handouts either. You know, it's a different mindset when they come to it. Like I can tell someone who's really serious, because before they bring me their 30 questions, they've already started researching beforehand. You know, they're already like, okay, this is what I found. Does this make sense? You know, they're doing something besides just saying, okay, can you fix this for me? Like you don't want it that bad. Come on now. Come on now. It's just, I don't know. But then at the same time, I do I have coaches that tell me that sometimes I'm not patient with people, and I could be more understanding of where they are. And so I'm working on that. That's what I'm working on. That's my place. A little backstory. I came from the struggle. Okay. Now, my life was not, wouldn't grow up in a third world country, but I regret, you know, like I have been to at least 10 schools from K to 12. We moved a lot. I grew up with the hand-me-downs. You know how the story goes. You know, we barely, you know, you had just enough. Okay. Just enough to say you had something. Okay. My first job was McDonald's. Okay. Like it won't, man, I can tell y'all some stories, but then even after K through 12, which the struggle was real. Okay. I had to like hustle from 18 until like, I don't know, 24, 25, something like that. Like I had to hustle. I had to grind. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it was like I was carrying 2 and 3 jobs at a time. Like no, and get it. And get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was picking up new ventures. But see, there's something about, and this might be the thing that that people like me, people who are successful. And this actually a thing. A lot of people who are massively successful that did not generate it came from poverty. Because it's a different, what is that? It's a different, like, it's something. And it was actually, I think, who was it? It was a successful person. Was it? I don't think it was Will. So it was one of those celebrities. They said that it's a statistic that basically says that it's some amount of percentage more likely to be successful when you grow up in poverty than if you grow up in middle class or above. It's something that happens. And so for me, it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't do excuses. I'm not afraid to try new things for the most part, especially when it's come to making money. Like I've shot my shot in plenty of things. I don't know. I don't know. I can't, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to figure out why it's so hard for some people to excel, some people to take this. And the reason why I say it's easy. It's not like the stock market. Not like I'm saying, let me teach you how to invest in stocks. Let me teach you how to do cryptocurrency trading. I ain't saying, let me teach you how to build an app. You know, I'm dead serious teaching you how to look at simple loan documents. I'm not teaching you how to process loans. I'm teaching you how to look at loan documents. This is the title. This is what it means. This is what we say. I'm teaching you how to sign. I'm teaching you how to stamp. I'm teaching you how to check an ID and fill out a journal. I'm teaching you how to take those documents, put them in an envelope, and ship them off at FedEx. Like, this stuff is not rocket science. I'm teaching. Now, maybe we get to like website building, Google business page, but I have tutorials that walk you through that. And so with that, I'll give you some play with that, because maybe you didn't grow up with tech, and that's okay. You also didn't grow up knowing how to drive, but you figured that out. Okay. And so that the hardest part of being a loan signing agent, building your website, if you've never done it before, which you can use Wix or Weebly, and it's really simple. If you stop making excuses and making it harder than it is. Okay. Free YouTube videos on that all over the place. Google business page, maybe, is really not that hard, but maybe if you're not tech savvy, I'm gonna give you that. And then cold calling, if you decide to cold call. Half y'all don't cold call as it is, so does it matter? Like, that's the only thing you can honestly say is hard. I don't understand how we are saying that this is hard. It's not hard. I don't know. And to me, it's just like, is it just me? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. If it is just me, let me know. If it really is hard to do this and I'm just making it simple. And people have asked me, like, what training? I didn't do any training. I was self-taught. I just found it. I said, okay, let's shoot my shot. I made some mistakes along the way, but I never once had the idea that I couldn't do it. I never once said it was hard. I told y'all, when this lady called me and said, can you do this loan closing? I said, I don't know what this is. And she sent me a PowerPoint and I read it. And I went to the person's house and I did it. I came back and said, oh, I'm doing this all the time. But half of y'all wouldn't even have took the job. That's a disconnect right there. Half of y'all wouldn't take the job. And that's part of like the hustle, I think. I was like, you gonna pay me, I'm gonna do it. I'll figure it out along the way. But some people don't have that personality type, which is fine. You like to know what it is before you get into it. But once I did it and I started $80, I was like, hold on, I'm gonna do this. And so, and the other difference is, and I said it's on Clubhouse the other day, the other difference is I saw the industry and I said, okay, this is what we gotta do. I gotta be a loan signing agent. That night when I came home, I researched and I went on YouTube and I went on Google and I found the NNA. I took the NNA exam. Well, I took the NNA exam. I failed it like 6 or 7 times, right? Because I had no idea what a notary signing agent was. I went on Amazon. First, I was the NNA. I saw they had a book that I could read, but it was like $150 and I didn't have that kind of cash. So I went to Amazon. I found an older model that was like 5 or 10 years old. I don't know. It was like $15. I said, okay, I can do 15. I ordered that. It's before Amazon Prime. So it came like 3 or 4 days later. When the book came, I read the whole book in like 2-3 hours, went on the site, passed the test. The next day, I started signing with companies. I found a website online. I don't even know if it's still there. It had, I couldn't tell you how many signing services on there. Okay. And it listed it from A to Z. I sat there for probably about 3 days. You know, I got up and did stuff, but I signed up with every single company from A to Z. And when I tell you it was a lot, it was a whole lot more than 100. Why? Because I was determined. Why? Because my grit is just different. And that's the problem. I give you a list of 50. How many some of y'all even look to see if there's more? I say all the time, this is just 50. There are hundreds upon hundreds of companies out there. When you're in the coaching program, I give you a list of 100. And then sometimes we do coachings. I'm not coming for y'all. I'm just comparing and seeing what y'all gotta see this. And then I say, okay, how many you sign up with? Oh, I did 5. Honestly, my honest opinion, I can't take you seriously unless you say I did 5, but I'm not pressed right now. I don't really want, to build this really quickly. I got a lot on my plate. Then I'll say I get it. But if we're on a coaching call and you're like, man, I got to get this done. I really need to be 6 figures. But then I say how many you sign up with and you say 5, it don't match up. You're giving me lip service, but I don't see action. You see what I'm saying? Like you have a list of 100, but you only did 5. It doesn't match up. If you only did 5, then you don't really want to change your goal. You don't want to be super successful. You want a little side hobby that looks good, and then you're going to talk about it all the time, but you're not doing anything. A lot of us do it. We can talk a good game, but we don't want to put forth that effort. And so when you don't see your results, now it's hard. Y'all, don't get me to But anyway, that's what it was stressing me out. And so I sat up there and I signed up with all the companies from A to Z. It took me about 3 to 4 days. Guess what? I started getting phone calls. But guess what? I signed up with more companies. And I signed up with more companies. And I kept reaching out with more companies. Why? Because I wanted it that bad. So when people tell me like, well, I'll do like 1 a week. You don't want it that bad. Our grind is just different. We grind different. Like we have a different sense of hustle. You know what I mean? If I see a little bit of gold sticking out the ground, I'm going to dig the whole ground up. I'm going to dig the whole block up. We're going to take apart the whole city. Some of y'all see a little bit of gold. Oh, this is enough for me. Nah, I want the whole thing. You going to give me a little bit. I want the whole thing. And so I'm willing to put the work in because I want it. But see, that's just my hustle. But some people feel like, maybe you're one of the people who say, well, money doesn't motivate me. And that's okay if you're not money motivated. That's okay. I am. I like money. I do. Why? Because money gives you time and financial freedom. So when I have money, I can move the way I want to. That's why I can sit here right now at 3 o'clock in the middle of the day and talk to you guys, because I have that time and financial freedom to do that. Now, I do have to get up and go in a second, but I can do that. And guess what? If something just so happens, let's say right now, I just don't feel like it. I'm just not in it to win it. I can decide to go to bed and be perfectly fine. But that's what I want. I want a life like that. So that's why in 2015, when I found out what a signing agent was and I got my first $80, within 4 days, I was signed up with like 100 companies. Our grind is different. How long did it take you to get to 100 companies? Are you even at 100 companies? Are you even at 50 companies? Are you even at 20 companies? I'm curious. Our grind is different. Our grind is different. And so, and there's people who go harder than me. That's the thing. There's people who go harder than me. And I'm like, I look at them like, man, I need to get on your level. You know what I'm saying? I need to get on your level. But maybe it goes into your environment. Maybe what you're putting forth is what you see around you. And so you think that you're like a step up of what's around you, but what's around you is not really worth comparing yourself to. And maybe that's why you feel like, oh, I'm really doing this. I'm really putting forth all my effort and it's not working. I say all the time, make a Google business page, right? I say, make a Google business page. You're going to get general notary work, right? People will call, they'll email, they'll message, they'll comment, they'll say, I tried and it didn't work. I tried and my site got shut down. Or I tried and it's not live. Or, all these excuses, but it's like, you tried once. Like, you tried once, it didn't work, and that was it. If I tell you that something works, and it's not just me, there's a lot of people now all over social media telling you that this works. Why would you just try one time? Some of y'all don't even make the page. Be honest. How many of you guys have heard me say, make a Google business page, and you don't have one yet? This is growth happening right now. Okay. And it only really matters if you said, I want to be a successful notary signing agent. I want to build my notary business. If this is you and you've heard me say, make a Google business page, and you've heard other people say it, and you still haven't done it, you don't want it that bad. Because the reality is, it takes about 5-10 minutes to make one. I'm sure somewhere in your super busy day, you had 5 to 10 minutes. You can make one on your phone. So it's just like, it's, and then even people make excuses. Like, so someone says, okay, well, I made a Google business page and it's not live. So that means it's not working, right? Let's walk this through. I made a Google business page and it's not live, which means if it's not live, it's not working. What do you do with everything else in your life that doesn't work? What do you do with everything else in your life that doesn't work? If you buy a car and it doesn't work, if you buy a toaster and it doesn't work, if you pay for Netflix, it might have a phone number, it doesn't work. If you buy anything else in your life and it doesn't work, what do? You call support. Some of y'all just say, well, it didn't work. They have a whole support section on the website. I'm trying to understand where the disconnect is. Like, help me understand. Help me understand. Like, we're just not trying hard enough. At this point, I went on MailChimp. Y'all see that pop-up I got on my website? I was trying to do it by myself, and I'm like, why is it not working? Me and Kendra is like busting our brains in the back office, watching YouTube videos. Like, why is this pop not working? I call Elementor, who does my site. Yo, I paid for support. Can you help me? I emailed MailChimp. I'm reaching out for help because you have the product, right? And so I can sit back and say, well, and the reason too was because I'm in the coaching program, my business coaching program. They was like, you need a pop-up mailing list thing on your website. You need that point blank period. Okay, that's like me telling you get a Google business page. So my coach says, Vanessa, you need to pop up on your website. Say less. Why? You already got money. I'm trying to get your money. You tell me what to do. I'm going to do it, right? Why are we recreating the wheel? You already have the millions. I'm trying to get to the millions. You say do this. I'm not going to call you back and say, well, it's not working. Why would I do that? First of all, we got to get out of that mindset. We want people to do stuff for us. People, I'm telling you right now, you start talking to people that are successful, they're not going to do things for you. They'll tell you how to do it and what to do. But you need to go out and do that legwork. Why? Everybody has to do their own legwork. Period. It is what it is. Now, I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you, hey, build a website. You can use these sites. It's fairly simple, or you can use this one. Go to YouTube. YouTube has a whole lot of tutorials. There's no way you can't understand. Worst case scenario, you can go to Fiverr. You can pay Fiverr between $5 and like $100, and they'll build your site for you. Done? Good. That's as much as you're going to get out of me. Okay, but that's enough. You need to get it together and go build your site. And so I went and said, okay, I need to pop up, say less. Let me start working on this. We going to Elementor, we going to MailChimp. How we going to do this? I'm watching videos, she watching videos. I'm calling support, she calling support. The pop-up's up. Now she got to go back and make it look pretty. But we figured out the code and all that stuff to make it work because I was told this is what you need. So I did it. I didn't make excuses. It's like y'all have to get out of that. Like you have to wait. Stop waiting for me to help you. Okay? Yes, I am here to help you. But stop waiting for me to help you. Like take some initiative and do some by yourself. I don't understand. Is it just me? So it's fun. I'm not frustrated. I'm just like, because I have a day today and I'm going to get up and leave in like 10 minutes. I have a day today. I got a lot going on. And when people make comments on when I have days like this, it's like, you don't even understand. Like, you ain't even going hard. Like, you gonna go hard or you gonna just sit back and complain? Don't complain to me. My coach already said I'm working on it. My coach said, ask Anastasia, she'll tell you. Love you, Annie Banani. I'm not very nice. I'm not very understanding with what I call excuses. I'm just not. It's just not in my personality. I just been through so much in life, and it's just like, you got to get it. Guess what? It hurt. It sucked. I still got work to get done. And so I kind of got that tough skin. And you know, when you how many y'all done been through some things that when somebody else like complained about something that you killed, like you went through it and you murdered that jank, and somebody else going through it, like, it's like, come on. I don't have it. I don't have that gene that's like, oh baby, I don't have that gene. I don't know what happened. I don't have that gene. I don't have that gene. And so it's just interesting because it is that easy. It's self-development. and it's not being lazy, you know. A good way to figure out if you are lazy, or what level of laziness that you are, or if you're procrastinating, and it's an activity that I actually did with my coach, is to keep track of your time every minute of every day. Like, just do it for like one day and track how you spend your time for that day. And you'll start to see the time that you waste. So next time you say that, oh, I don't have time, you have look, we all got the same 24 hours. How are you using yours? Then you'll be able to see it. Okay. A lot of us are procrastinating. It's basic procrastination. And so for me, I'm fine if you procrastinate. But just don't come and say, oh, it don't work, or it's hard, or, it's not, I just don't do that. Just say it don't work because I don't work. Say that from now on. Just say it don't work because I don't work. That's what we're going to start saying. Everybody, from now on, if it don't work because I don't work. Now, there are times when, you can hit, like, like, I'm not stumbling blocks, like little obstacles along the way, but it should not be all the time. And then, oh my gosh, stop complaining. Oh my God. Complaining drives me mad. Okay? It really does. It drives me mad. You will probably never hear me complain because it's so annoying. Do something about it. Fix it. Stop complaining. Like, so much stuff that we complain about. I was like, all right, so fix it. I don't like my job, then quit. I don't want to live here, then move. I can fit my clothes, then exercise. Like, y'all, oh my God. It's just... But there's that. So I had to come on here. I wanted to tell y'all that. I'm going to hit some of y'all questions before I slip and slide on out of here. Because I have to help my sister. She's having an event for her nonprofit. And I said I was going to slide on through there and get her together. And I have one more notary today. Let's see. Do you do mock signings for Ron in your training course? Yes. Watch the replays and when you get in there. It's all what you put into it. Exactly. Shout out to Tia. The best decision I've ever made. Yay! I think people confuse time with hard work. I can see that. I feel you 1,000,000%. It's not going to be handed to you. That's correct. I have a question. I'm down in Savannah, Georgia. To my knowledge, we can only do certain types of loan closings, or can we? If you have a second, please explain that. You can do loan closings. You have to do it under attorney supervision. If the property is located in Georgia. If the property is not located in Georgia, you can do them anyway. Well, as long as it's not another attorney, sir, you can do them without an attorney. I took the practice exam and got so discouraged, and it's hard. It's not hard. It's not that hard, but I got scared of the law, and if I make a mistake. Wait, you took what practice exam? Did you say that earlier? I took a practice exam and I got discouraged. And it's not that it's hard, but I got scared of the law and if I make a mistake. I took an exam, title producer exam for Virginia. I took it like, when was that, Tia? A week or two ago? I failed it. I'm not discouraged. I'm not scared. I'm going to study again and take it again. Study and take it again. Do you want it or not? I want my title producer's license. I'm going to study and I'm going to do it again because I want it. I don't know. I don't have room to be afraid. I don't have room to be discouraged. I don't have room to be scared because the goals that I have are too big. So they take precedence over things like discouraged, fear, things like that. I don't have time for that. When I get scared, I think about how old I am. I'm 31. The average person in America lives to be about 78. I got like 40 years. It's not enough time for me. Like, I don't have time to be afraid. I want to build my empire. I want my kids to be good. I want to travel the world. I got things I'm trying to do. I don't have time to be afraid. I don't have time to be discouraged. Think about that. Maybe that'll help. You don't have time to be discouraged. You don't have time to be doubtful. You don't have time to second guess yourself. Do it. And keep doing it. Just keep doing it. keep going. I think it's basically a mindset, especially if you're coming from a W-2 background. I've worked hard these past 2 weeks, including on my birthday. What did I receive this morning from my work this pay period? An excuse from my employer as to why she forgot to do payroll. Oh, snap. That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. I have a full-time job and 2 businesses. Let's get it to you. I got your email. You're welcome. You're speaking of the extra bit of drive that comes from not having it. The survival mode that Nipsey used to speak of. It's a different kind of drive. Yo, Nipsey had this video I watched one time. Change your life. Change your life. It's a video that he had about how he priced all his music. It was real interesting. I love the concept, the way he thought about it. Kanye had a video that came out recently. Man, deep. It's just deep thoughts I think about sometimes. Anyway, I might share the Empire Builders. It's a different kind of drive when you grow up with nothing. It is. It's not hard. People are lazy and entitled. Oh, I know it. I cold call because I'm a real estate entrepreneur wholesaling houses. It's not hard work, but you have to do the research. Absolutely. I have 9 closings today. This is my business. I go hard every day. Weren't you on Instagram? Or someone else had 9 closings. They were on like 4 this morning. Let's get it. I love it. See, it's not hard. You just got to grind. You're silly. I'm in the process of signing with companies now. I have a list I'm working through and seeing if they are national or local. Okay, they don't have to be local. Just sign up with all of them. You all stopped sending me signs because my first signing was botched. Many reasons that were out of my control. How can I start receiving signs from your signing service again? So there's no guarantee that we stop sending you signs. We probably don't have anything in your area because usually I will only blacklist someone if we talked about this. You lie. If you, no call, no show. Or if you completely destroy the closing. And in order to completely destroy the closing, it's not like if you miss a couple signatures. So if you did like a couple signatures, we wouldn't have blacklisted you for that, as long as you made sure you got it taken care of. So I can check. I'm not going to check on this live. I'm not going to put you out like that. Even though you kind of put me out like that, I'm not going to put you on blast. That's not my style. But you can send me an email to schedule your on-time notary, and I'll let you know if you are blacklisted. I'll have to look at your notes. Like I'm not the only one who does the blacklisting, but they know why we blacklist, and we don't just blacklist for missing a few signatures, as long as you get it fixed. But yeah, just send me an email, and I'll let you know. I'm trying to search. I'm searching you by your YouTube name. I hope that's right. If it's not, then you're not blacklisted, honey. You are active. And you're on preferred. Well, there's that. If that's you, you look like you in your profile picture. That looks like you. You're on the preferred. I can look and see really quick if you have. Yeah, you're not blacklisted. So you probably don't have anything in your area. That's all. Don't do me like that, baby. Why you try to do me like that? And you don't have any bad comments. I was looking to see if we put a bad review. You have no bad reviews. So I don't even see where anybody put a note on your account. And sometimes they'll do that. Like if notaries really mess up, the schedule will put a note on here. And there's not even a note. It's not even a note. You're fine. Relax. Relax, sweetheart. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. Okay. I feel intimidated because I never did it. Just don't want to look like I don't know what I'm doing. How do you feel your first notary? I wasn't scared at all. You don't have time to be intimidated. Get it done. I have a website and a Google business page. I haven't received one customer yet. There could be a number of reasons for that. That's why we do the one-on-one coaching. Or take the training. If you haven't done that, start with that. I made my Google business page 2 weeks ago and received my first call yesterday. I'm climbing to the top of the list. Look at that. Depends on what you're doing. I can look at your Google business page if you want to. Rookie of the year. If you post what your business name is and your zip code, And I can tell you, I was back and forth with Google for 3 weeks before my website was finally published. I cried, but God is finally working. I'm not successful, but couldn't afford to pay someone. But guess what? You fixed it though, right? That's the problem. You did what everybody's supposed to do. Everybody else sit back and complain, it don't work. At least if you gonna cry, get a result out of it. She cried, but guess what? She fixed it. Lord, share some of your grit with everybody else, because, whoo, baby. I just got started. I'm so definitely going to set up my Google business page. You will value your business if you put into the work. I'm seeing that it's starting to work. I like ugly talk or respond best this way. I don't like sugar on my truth. Me neither. I'm like a bit, like, I work better when people fuss at me. Like, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm like, because then it fires me up. It's like, who you coming for? I bet. I like people tell me I can't do something. What? I did what? Say less. Correct me. Okay? And I don't know if that's an ego thing, but I work best when I'm like, constructive criticism. Hello, is it necessary to have a notary journal? Depends on your state. Read your state handbook. Those of us who, hold on, where did it go? Who have other businesses understand a little more what it takes to build a successful business. Exactly. You have an infectious smile. Yay! You over it today. I am. I don't have no, this is not the day. If you a coaching student, please don't call me on no bugagi. Don't be calling me on no foolishness. You all better call me you better come correct. Okay, you better come correct. Is loan signing different from public notary? You just have to be a public notary to notarize loan documents. Do you have a script to market to title companies? Yes. And we have Go Direct to Title. That's coming up. Register for that training. You don't have to sign with sign companies in your area. Sign with all of them across the country. Tests can be intimidating, but if you're determined and don't have a defeatist attitude, you keep working until you get it. Exactly. Happy y'all. Yeah, it's a learned behavior. I was telling this yesterday to my friend. Fear, intimidation, quitting, that's a learned behavior. You didn't quit learning how to walk. You were born to be determined. You didn't quit learning how to drive a car. You didn't quit doing a bunch of stuff. It's like you learned it as you got older. Oh, if it's too hard, quit. Because everybody around you quit when it gets too hard. Oh, if I don't know it, I can't do it. Quit. You learned that. That was something you learned. So unlearn it and start over. Tests can be intimidating. But okay, I saw that one. I'm coming down for drinks tonight. Where? You coming to the thing? The drinks not tonight, that's tomorrow. Tia, are you here? Are you in Virginia? The event is tomorrow. Let me know if you coming, girl. The U.S. Directory, is U.S. Directory the real thing or scheme? I don't know what that is. Where do you recommend going for direct marketing? I went to all these assisted living places close by and looking for another good business to market from under. There's a lot of places you can go. But yeah, nursing homes, hospitals, that's a good way. Danielle, you're fine, sugar the booger. That's right. Scared money don't make no money. It's suggested to have an LLC set apart to work, and you don't have to. I sent your office a message 2 days ago and I haven't received the call back. What office did you send the message to? Was it a phone call? Was it an email? What email did you send it to? Because I've cleared out all the emails. Unless you went into the spam. Into the junk folder, where sometimes that happens. I don't know why. But let's see. If you send it to info@notary to notary, I've cleared out the junk and I've cleared out the inbox. If you send it to scheduling at on-time signings, I cleared out that inbox. I did not clear out that junk. Let's see. Did you call? You can always call the office between 9 and 5. I can give you the number. I don't know the number by heart. I probably should, but I don't. You can call. Let's see. 804. Hold on. 804-352-5979. Are you calling notary to notary? Or are you calling on-time notary? Stop calling me. So that's notary to notary. People mix the companies up. There's notary to notary. There's on-time notary. I'm in Northern Vacation. What are you talking about? Via email on the website and a place to call. To which company? Notary to notary, on-time notary. Which one we talking about? That's Notary to Notary. But feel free to call. I will text Anastasia to say answer the phone right now. I'll text her right now and say, hey, someone's about to call. Her name's Stacy. Let's see. Anastasia. Stacy's about to call from YouTube. Baby, I got a lot of businesses. You got to tell me which one. That's what I'm telling you. I have like 5. So you got to tell me which company you're trying to call. You'd be surprised. People will call me. They will call Notary to Notary for like enhanced education. I'm like, enhanced education got his own phone line. But it's fine. What's up? I think it all started from when I started doing YouTube. They just relate me to like all, which is true. But it depends on which company, Stacy. Let me know because I'm ready to slip and slide. All right. So I'm assuming you're calling Notary to Notary because I just told Anastasia to answer that you're calling Notary to Notary. All right. Wait, I'm in a closing. What I missed? You missed a whole lot, baby. Can you elaborate more on getting fidelity approved in the process? Oh, that's a lot. Can I do that later? But Fidelity is a title company. They have an application process you do. You get approved, and then you can just close on any of their loans. That's all. Any of their closings. All right, y'all. I think I hit everybody's questions. Yeah, we had a nice old conversation. Today. All right, let me slip and slide on out of here. Make sure you guys go to notarytonotary.com, sign up for the online training program, one-on-one coaching. Please don't hop into the Facebook messages. People always in there like, oh, I did this and it's not working. And I'm going to tell you, sign up for the coaching. Or I'm going to say, have you taken the training? Have you attended the live sessions? Sign up for the coaching. Okay? It's just like, you got to put the work in. And some people, I think it's just a lack of effort. We're just not putting enough work in to really get it to where it can be successful. Just determination. Like when I was getting on social media and stuff, I told y'all, when I was doing social media, one of my coaches was like, yo, you need to start mastering your social media platforms. And I was like, I could Facebook. And Kendra got me on Instagram. Kendra and Ashley got me on Instagram. But this TikTok business and this Twitter business and this LinkedIn business, I was like, but and YouTube business, I was like, but I knew I had to learn if I'm gonna make this money, right? So I sat down. Y'all remember how many of y'all remember that weekend where I said I'm gonna stay in the house, but this Saturday and Sunday, and I binge watched almost 20 hours of YouTube content to learn and understand social media. I went like 5 hours almost on each one: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, because I wanted it. Some people are like, how bad do you want it? I wanted to understand social media. I wanted to learn it more. So I devoted about 20 hours on a weekend, and I just binge watched YouTube videos. And as I was watching, I was implementing, like, oh, this is how you do that. Oh, this is how you do that. What is this? Okay. All right. I gotta work with signing order. Y'all pray for me. My signing service. It needs some. I told you I had 2 issues that I think I worked out, but it looks like one is worked out and the other is not. It's okay. It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game. All right, guys. Let's be awesome on purpose. I hope Miss Stacy got in with Anastasia. I don't see her commenting again, so she must be talking to her. Y'all funny. Y'all be like, I called you, Vanessa. Yeah, why they do that? Or I hop on live. Vanessa, I text you. You just text me. Like, okay. I'm going to put this out there real quick. I'm going to text you back. Hold on a second. Like, I'm going to need at least 24, 48 hours. I'm working on it. I just sent you an email. I know. You did. Oh, she's talking to a student right now. Annie just told me she on the phone. Sorry. She'll call you back, though. People will email me like 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., right? And then I'll hop on live at 2. I emailed you. Okay. I know. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, honey. I'm working. You there, but it's like a lot of other emails in there. Like, give me a second, baby. I'm working on it. Yeah, I promise. I wish I could respond to everybody within 30 seconds. Or I wish I could respond to everybody within 10 minutes. Sometimes, y'all know, sometimes you'll email me and you'll get a response back in like 2 seconds. Y'all, I get the message back. Oh, that was fast. Sometimes, but sometimes I'm working on something else. Y'all give me a second. It's well, how many of us on the team? It's 4 of us. It's 4 of us on the team, and it's thousands of you guys. We have like, I think 6,000 students now. So I'm working, y'all. I'm trying to get your questions answered. It's like we have 7,000 students. Okay. I think I'm doing pretty good. Like, I think I'm doing pretty good. Not to mention the people that aren't students and they're just on social media or just calling or just emailing, So yeah, we working on it. I hope to one day be like Facebook and Google, or just a bigger company like Sprint, and I can have a whole call center where we just like, hello, thank you for calling Notary. Hello, da 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 da. That's the goal. But anywho. I hope you guys have an awesome and amazing Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you guys mañana, and be great on purpose. And I will see you guys later. All right. Toodly-doos. Just for the first site that has a minimum of 2 years experience. Okay, keep going. You got a whole lot to go through. Let's get it. And that didn't stop me. I don't care if they say I have a certain amount of experience. I'm still going to apply. Okay? Get in there. Stop playing these games. Like, it's so many times that I have people said I couldn't do something and I did anyway, and it worked out just fine. Jesse Itzler. If you have never heard of Jesse Itzler, go look him up. He is the epitome of creating your own opportunities, and stop letting people tell you no. You just take the no. Like, create your own opportunity. Like, stop doing that. Recreate the wheel. Policies, laws have been changed by people who said, I don't like that. Let's change it. Okay, I say, well, I don't want that to apply to me in this case. And they went right to the owner. Can I do this? Right? Like, Jesse Itzler is the epitome of creating your own opportunities. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to see y'all later. Y'all be awesome on purpose now. And I'm going to see you guys. Luego. Toodly-doos. Do, do, do.